this match will be in hell in a cell.
Hey, this is Toxic Rain Scandal, aka KDH. We're talking about Janel Grant wants more women to speak up. This is the Turnbuckle King here. We are here at the locker room, and as usual, let's air the dirty laundry. Janel Grant is asking WWE to waive non-disclosure so others may come forward. She did an article recently, and they talk about how she's asking WWE current and former employees to come forward to speak of the misconduct of WWE, what has happened under their watch, because we know the investigation with Vince McMahon is still going on. But here's more about it.
There was outreach to Ms. Grant and engagement with her lawyer. Like, do you have any response to that? Is that true in any way?
I wasn't representing her at the time, but no, that is not my understanding. My understanding is she made herself available and they did not reach out to her.
But Janel would have been open to participating in such an investigation.
Absolutely.
Suit has been received by the public. What have been some of your thoughts in terms of what you've learned about the WWE culture and sort of the response now that you have 2 months to have seen how this story has been handled, and people outside and inside the company that have commented on Vince McMahon and other stories that have come to light?
Well, we have had a real, and I've said this before, an onslaught of people coming forward. Even as of yesterday, we still get people that want to speak, that were witnesses. We are arranging a file on that. We are working really diligently to contact everyone back, make sure, times, dates, if they can remember. There are some similar stories. However, there is now non-public investigations going on. So some details I have to leave out.
A part of this documentary or no?
She does deserve to tell, given the opportunity to tell her full story, again, not to be a part of someone else's.
Okay, and the federal investigation that has kind of put this at a pause for the moment. You mentioned you want that to continue. You want that to expedite as quickly as possible. In the meantime, is anything moving or happening with the lawsuit itself that you have filed?
Well, we filed a state court action against the Dr. Kolker. That was in Connecticut State Court. It is a pre-suit discovery action, because as it says in our pleading, it's called a bill of discovery. And upon our information and belief, Vince McMahon sent Janel to Dr. Kolker. She was treated there, and I say treated with quotes. So right now we are trying to get all of the communications between Vince McMahon and this Dr. Kolker.
Yeah, that was a couple of interviews there. One was from recent, a couple weeks ago, another one a couple months ago about Janel Grant and her lawyer, Ann Callis. From Janel Grant speaking or being involved, have any part of the current investigation, also non-public investigation, because there is investigation still going on. But I wonder what's going on, because we know Janel Grant was not involved in the recent WWE documentary that was on Netflix of Miss McMahon. That was right at number 1. So the whole thing is with Janel Grant, is there more that's going to come out? Why does Janel Grant want more women to speak out of current and former employees of the misconduct? I believe that this could be a glimpse of the current P. Diddy situation, of the more women speak out, the more Vince McMahon go down, because Janel Grant is not giving up on this investigation. She's not giving up on taking Vince McMahon down. It's like her and her lawyer and her whole legal team is doing whatever they can to make sure that the voice get out of women speaking out of how Vince McMahon treated them or mistreated them. John Laurinaitis' name is involved, and many others that's been stated in this recent article. So the question is, will more women speak out against this whole issue? I believe that it's a possibility that more women will speak out against Vince McMahon, and maybe sooner or later But I believe that's the whole case with that whole situation. And if that's the case, then Vince McMahon, it's not going to look good for him unless he still has the love letter that could back him up. But we got to see how much leverage that love letter has for Vince McMahon and his whole investigation that's still going on, because his name is not in the clear just yet. Just because he has not been arrested or anything doesn't mean that Vince McMahon is off the hook. He's still very much on the hook. We don't know. It's going to have to be something or someone that's going to make Vince McMahon either get arrested or not get arrested. And that's the whole situation with that, the way I see fit with Janel Grant, because she's been quiet for the most part, but she's definitely speaking. I don't know if they're trying to pay her to be quiet or whatever the case may be, but we're going to see what's going to happen next soon, in the next several months or whatever the time frame may be. And that's all I have regarding Janel Grant wants more women to speak out. Janel Grant wants more women to speak on the non-disclosure being broken so they could speak on Vince McMahon and the treatment of WWE current and former employees. You guys let me know in the comment section below, what do you think of this whole situation? Was Janel Grant right for saying this, or maybe she should just stay quiet, listen to her legal team? Now, there'll be more information regarding these recent interviews of Ann Callis talking about Janel Grant, so check that out for a little bit. But other than that, though, that's all I have regarding the situation of Janel Grant. She wants more women to speak up. Until then, it's OUT.
Behavior. Many of the stories in the last few months have not portrayed her in the way she deserves to be portrayed, as a survivor of human trafficking and sexual abuse. To that end, we've recently brought on additional firepower through Kendra and her team at SKDK to help support and raise awareness of Janel's case. Kendra has worked with many survivors, including those abused by Weinstein, Epstein, the Washington Commanders, and Marilyn Manson, among others. We are thrilled to have her team on board. Through our lawsuit, we seek to hold all wrongful parties accountable: McMahon, John Laurinaitis, and the WWE, and expedite legal proceedings as quickly as possible. All right. With that, questions. We will turn it over to some questions. Again, if you have a question, please feel free to either share it in the chat.
Me and Chris Benoit basically all started together, pretty much. You started a little bit earlier.
Yeah, for sure, yeah.
But they pushed me to the moon and they held you guys back. And we all started at the same time. We were wrestling each other. We were getting each other over, putting each other over. And I thought we were all going to kind of come up together. And it was like, you guys stayed behind. And it was like, what's going on?
Well, I mean, we definitely had to work harder, because you already said it, Kurt. You already know the answer is that you were a WWE guy.